Hello, and welcome back to another chance to talk about one of the most important issues in this general election. And that issue, quite simply, is jobs. Now then, the people of East Belfast have suffered horribly in recent times, with the rate of unemployment in East Belfast now currently the highest in the city, and indeed one of the highest across Northern Ireland. There has been a series of job losses, indeed a hemorrhaging of employment right across the constituency. It's all happened on the watch of part-time MP Peter Robinson. Now, there are some people who say that, well, what does it matter if Mr. Robinson doesn't go to Westminster? As you know, his attendance record is scandalous insofar as he's there for roughly 1/3 of the time. But it matters a lot. And let me explain why it matters in the first place, and then go on to lay out what I plan to do that is different and indeed which is unique. It matters to be at Westminster because Westminster is the focus for what happens right across the UK. When companies assess where they will invest, they look at it first of all from a general UK perspective. And it is very important that there are those in Westminster able to speak up for their individual constituency, to sell the benefits of that individual constituency, and to provide the very best opportunities for prospective investors, prospective employers within that constituency. Now, as far as I'm aware, and I stand to be corrected in this one, I am the only unionist candidate standing in East Belfast who has current commercial experience, the only entrepreneur offering himself as a choice to the electorate. To be clear, I know exactly what it means to create business. I know precisely what it means to develop jobs, to create employment opportunities. And it is that experience which I uniquely can bring to bear as regards the constituency. There are some of those who say, well, what will you do that is going to be any different? Well, the fact is that my entire background points to the fact that I know exactly how to develop jobs, to bring commercial opportunity. It's that very experience that sets me apart from the others. And hopefully that will become manifest once the people of East Belfast make their choice and hopefully choose me as the person best placed to bring jobs. The other thing about employment we need to be really clear on is, the best jobs are local jobs. For far too long, Northern Ireland has relied upon some of the media-friendly employment opportunities, most recently that have flowed through the likes of Invest NI. But so many of those companies are located here and then they relocate themselves away. Some of that perhaps could be stopped if we had better negotiators, but there will always be an ebb and flow in terms of external investment. The best investment, however, is local investment. And I want to be able to try and work with local people, local businessmen and women, local entrepreneurs, local companies already established seeking to grow, and find ways to help them maximise the potential that they see in East Belfast. Now, I ask you to a simple question. Is an entrepreneur better placed to achieve that? Or should we look to a solicitor? Or perhaps, I could say a friend of property developers, but that doesn't in itself necessarily lead to providing employment beyond a very small circle. And so it is that I put it to you that the people of East Belfast have a very simple choice in this election. They need jobs, they deserve jobs. The best person to provide jobs is someone who's got a track record in being able to do that. And I'm afraid in this circumstances for my opponents, there is only one candidate who has that competency and capability, and that's me. And so on that basis, when it comes to jobs, I want to make sure that East Belfast does experience the right kind of change. After these last few miserable years where all we've seen is job losses, I want to dedicate myself to working within the community, as I've explained, to maximise the employment potential of East Belfast right across the community. And therefore, when it comes to employment, I hope that come May the 6th, the only person getting their P45 will be Mr. Peter Robinson, and that come the following day, East Belfast can look forward to a fresh, new future where jobs will come first and they will have a full-time MP who dedicates himself to that end. Thank you for listening.